ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Uh, Um, UK. That's the track. Uh, for today. Nothing really else to add at the moment, other than these wrecks have destroyed this track. Um, it's one massive charging station. This track, unfortunately, it's these classic racetracks are unfortunately getting destroyed a bit by these wrecks with how uh, power not power hung I mean, a kind of power hungry, but just the battery hungry these tracks, classic tracks are. But unfortunately, well, for me, it's good anyways because I don't have to drive these cars. Thankfully, I can just I can just sit back and watch as the drivers suffer with these dodgy as fuck wrecks. But we have a sprint as well this week. So short sprint quali, then a 9 lapper, or 9 lapper sprint, then a short quali. It's gonna be an 18-minute quali, and then a 50% race as usual. And the short sprint quali is gonna be like what, 12 minutes. So it's pretty much just Q3. It's pretty much Q3 with the full grid, kinda. Um, yeah, Titan technically should be here, at least on the attendance he marked as he should be here. He's as well on F1, but he's still not here. I don't know, is he having a wank or what? Um, don't want to disturb him on that. If he really is having one, fair enough. Um, yeah, don't really have any, well, race results we don't have since round 5. Round 5 is the latest race results that we have on the channel. And we didn't get any driver nor constructor uh, standings from Austria, so this is gonna be all coming out from my head. Quick maths from my head. All this stuff, but in the race, trying to get the stream as well on my phone. There we go. There, I got it. So hold on. So Gecko won Austria. In Austria, Reese in second after Cookie had a penalty. In game. This is all coming from in-game race results. No idea what sort of post-race penalties would there be because we don't have race results. Official race results. No sort of penalties as well applied, so no idea. No, there are a few, but we don't really know what the fucking race results are. So, anyways, so Gecko won in first, Reese second, Cookie third, Redfire in the McLaren fourth, Night Owl fifth, Derigoat in sixth, Josh seventh, Savage in eighth with a Red Bull, Optic in ninth, Fusion in 10th, Knight in 11th, Chungus in 12th, Cryptic 13th, Blon and Dom round of the drivers who finished the race, and then Rect and Bobby DNF. And so with that, I can say confidently that Gecko again extends the championship lead over Cookie, this time by 10 points. So Gecko, who from the previous race standings, from round 7, sat at 139 points going into Austria. Now add 25 points to that, that's going to be 164, I think. Cookie gets 15 points, so that's going to be, he has 118. That's going to be 128, 133. Reese, who finished second, is going to get up to 121. Still in third, but closes in on Cookie. Night Owl didn't race. Oh no, wait, he did race. He finished 5th. He still stays in 4th. And then Redfire is going to move up a position on F1 Shorts up to 5th. And then the rest is going to be all free for all, because I'm not going to do the maths now. I'm not going to do it. But Mercedes with that. Result 1 and 3 again, as usual, extend their constructors lead by a big amount. Probably they're already in the 300 points. I mean, yeah, definitely, because Gecko winning is, they had 276 points, 25 points all alone, and they would be already in the 301s, I believe. Yeah, 301. So then add 15 points. Yeah, the 316 points. McLaren stayed in second. Red Bull should stay in third, if I'm correct. Yeah, they still stay in third, but Ferrari do catch up a bit. I believe that's gonna be 7:28, so that's a 4 points. By 6 points, Ferrari caught up. So that's less than 10 points. Ferrari are within Red Bull. Williams stay in 5th easily. VCOP should stay in 6th. I think so, yeah. They do stay in 6th. Alpine in 7th. Don't stay there because Josh got P7 for Haas. So Haas move up to 7th. Cadillac, no points. Did Audi get anything? No, Audi did not even race. So Alpine in 8th. Cadillac in 9th with 10 still. Alpine in 8th with 17 points. Audi in 10th with 8 points, and Aston Martin still no points. This is all done quickly in my head maths. Might not make any sense, to be fair, because we still don't have any constructors standings or driver standings officially in the channel, so all done in my head. Titan and oh, he's in the thingy. My internet wants to, guess, kill itself. On Discord, it's showing oh my fucking god. I guess it still works, so I don't know, but yeah, Titan is still taking his own time. Seems like it. So yeah, drivers are meant to ready up now. 18 drivers, so a bit better than Austria. Would have been, would have been, of course, the best to have all drivers in here, all 22. But to be honest, driving these cars around Silverstone is pain in the ass. Even though Silverstone is a great circuit, with these cars, with these wrecks, it's shit, to say the least. It's shit. You really have to manage the battery like it's like you're managing fuel on, like, you it's like this kind of a scenario where you underfueled the car too much, and now you have to lift every single fucking corner. So it's terrible. Hi, Titan.
What's up?
Is my voice lagging?
In the party right now, no, but don't have the stream up yet on my
Okay,
phone. Let me look.
because it's showing, well, Discord is showing 600 to 400 milliseconds. Oh, I don't fucking know. It's shit, to be honest. I don't know what's going on again.
Sounds fine to me.
I mean,
Sounds fine to me.
okay, that's at least good. Hopefully the stream is not gonna get fucked by it. How's Austria been, by the way? Because I've not watched it at all.
Oh, you missed out. It was very interesting. Qualifying went strong, went really good. Close result between the top two. And then in the race itself, it was wet. Not wet. It was dry to start. Then we had inters, and then we had wet, and then they went back to dries with a couple laps left. A couple people went for pit onto the dries. For Cookie, he was leading, pitted. He pitted on dries. He was like 10th or 11th, and he wound up finishing second on track. But then a track limit penalty and later a post race penalty dumped him the third. Gecko stayed out on inters, and he wound up getting his third straight in a row.
So, yeah, good. I mean, I mean that would have been a good race to watch. To be fair, changeable conditions. To be honest, I don't really know what else to add. I don't fucking know.
There was a couple wild wrecks too.
I saw that Bobby and Rex
Goatleaf flying in like a
were out.
Goatleaf came flying in like a cruise missile and clocked two people.
My god. Was it turn 3?
Yes, it was.
Classic.
It always happens with that stuff. Well, always. Somebody just goes, "I'm just gonna come in," and they go like, "Oh crap, I'm coming in too quick!" Bang.
Yeah, they just outbreak themselves
Just
and
some
then
Lance Stroll bowling.
yeah, they just bit outbreak themselves and then once you hit the brake pedal and you see it, is can't really do much. Just gotta, I don't know, find a spot that I guess you just don't hit anyone, but I guess Gobley decided to hit 2 instead of 1, taking 2 birds with 1 stone. Type stuff.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. We have cars on the road. On the circuit. Wow.
This isn't a street circuit.
Thankful. I mean, to be fair, with these generation of cars, to be fair, it's bad that it's not a street circuit, because this whole circuit is just a big ass charging station for these cars.
Mm-hmm.
You really just need to, I don't know. It's like,
very quickly while everyone's getting set up with their out laps. You saw the news, the recent news that Imola and Hockenheim have stepped in and have asked the FIA that they want to host a track should the FIA wind up canceling Qatar and Abu Dhabi.
yeah, I saw that. I'm kind of interested.
I would love to see it back at Germany, because I love that track in F1 2019. I loved it.
Yeah, Imola is. To be fair, Imola would have been a great circuit with these cars, because you have quite a bit of those slower corners as well, and then it's kind of, it's a lot easier to harvest battery in the race because the track is like quite narrow in places, so you can just go a bit slower. But my main concern is how racing would happen in Europe in the middle of or in the beginning of December. that
Mhm.
that would be very interesting. I don't know. They would have to move. They would have to move circuits around quite a bit because then, I mean, in racing in December, late November, uh, might might get snow. You might have to drive on inters the whole fucking weekend. But I would love those two circuits come back for at least one time. We already got Malaysia under the Bahrain Grand Prix, but it's in Malaysia.
Oh,
Uh,
I just looked it up just for the hell of it.
it's like
The average temperature in Germany in early December, it ranges anywhere between well, I'm using Fahrenheit as this example. 38 degrees Fahrenheit to 45, which in Celsius is 3 to 7.
yeah, it's cold.
That's cold, yeah.
They Pirelli might have to invent C7s, like super. Or I don't know. They might have to use some sort of similar tires as they use in WEC, where softer tire doesn't mean it's quicker. It's just works in a colder environment better. Type tire. I don't know. They would really have to do that if they would put Imola and Hockenheim in the November slots. But anyways, um, might want to talk about stop with IRL stuff for a bit as Cookie. Well, we've seen 10 cars, roughly 10 cars set times on the board. Cookie expectedly on top with 127.412, but Reese is pretty close to him, only roughly 400 behind him. Then 3 tenths back are the two Red Bulls, with Josh as well. Gecko is on another flying lap. His first lap was a bit of a warm-up lap. Bobby goes into 7th, 27.936. In that still technically kinda broken Williams. It's been fixed, but no really. Gecko into the 3 final corners. He cuts the chicane too much and invalidates his lap. What would have been a 27.501 if he would have completed the lap so easily between Reese and F1 Shorts. But, well, he's gonna have
Bear
to
in mind these laps that everybody's using, they are using just a medium compound tire for their run. So, I mean, it is short sprint qualifying, so this is basically just like a thing to like get them set up on what the tires will be like going into the sprint race. Because for sure, it is going to be it's going to be mediums for this and for sprint, and then going into the main race itself. I mean, probably a lot of people will be starting on the mediums, or some might just take a gamble and say, "Nah, we'll save the mediums for the end and just start on the hards."
Yeah, it could happen, although I don't really... I mean, to be fair, Hearts wouldn't be that bad of an idea for the sprint. Although on the beginning of the sprint, you are gonna get kind of fucked. Quite a bit actually. But
That
yeah,
that was
that
very close.
would have been a bit of a gamble then. Yeah, between Gecko and Marley, or
Um, no, I was just on board with Bryn Evans as he went into the pits, and he just came flying in at a full rate of speed and like came within like a couple of feet of smashing into the rear end of Cookie.
Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, Marley is up to 12th. First time for him as well. the only driver really on the softs to set a time. So Marley could be quite far down if that's is his kind of best lap.
This is Will's first appearance in season 15. Anyone that here's a little bit of history with Mally 41, aka Will, new owner of RPL, taking over from Jack after Jack stepped down. 11 Tier 1 F1 victories here in RPL, and the Season 2 F1 champion.
So a bit of a returner, I see. A legend return.
Oh yeah.
Legend. I mean, yeah, you could say it as well. Not really the most successful, you could say, but like I don't know how you would say it. A cultural legend? I don't know. OG, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he falls under the class for that, because also in I would say he technically he is an original, because before being the Season 2 F1 champion in Season 2 of Formula 2 in RPL, he also won that championship. And the weekend that he got the championship in Formula 2, he wound up getting his first ever win in RPL F1, winning in Abu Dhabi, the season finale.
Well, that was a good weekend, wasn't it then? Or 2 weeks for him. Winning the F2 championship and the F1 race.
Same day.
Jesus.
Because Formula 2 back then, let's see, was it 820 or 920 for you?
I don't. No idea.
Oh, okay. Because I was asking like what time it was now, because
now.
Because basically,
10:20.
F1 so F1 we start our races at 8 p.m. UK. Formula 2 was like, oh crap. It was 4 hours earlier. So it was Saturday 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Josh goes top of the board.
Yeah, and two tenths clear of Cookie, but pretty much everyone else has made their times on the mediums. Cookie already improving to the first sector by 1.5 tenths. So Josh might not be able to keep that first position, but he can at least take it in for the next 20 to 30 seconds that he's first. Then it comes to realization that, for example, Reese, who's improving by over half a second behind, is gonna take that away. Then we'll see who will actually take pole position. So far we see that Cookie and Reese are the main drivers to try to fight for that pole position. Reese coming to the line.
Sector 2
goes fastest. 27.083. He lost time through the first sector. Savage goes third. 27.247. Cookie to the line. Gecko to the line. Goes provisional pole position. 26.860. Cookie, can he take that away? No, he cannot. Cookie second. 26.977. Anyone else can come close to that? I mean, there's no one really else that can fight that other than Norris perhaps and Night Owl. Night Owl is going to be crossing the line in 6th. 27.263 for him. Norris the last one from the sort of top 4 cars to finish the lap. Well, he's not going to finish the lap since he invalidated, so he stays in 9th. So it is Gecko on pole position, continuing the momentum that he has from these from last 3 races, winning the last 3 races. taking pole position for the GB sprint in front of his teammate and championship rival Cookie. Then it's Reese. Then it was Josh, Savage. Reese, Josh, Savage, Night Owl, F1 Shorts, Danny in the Alpine. Good quality from him, finishing in front of Norris. Penguin, Evans, Bobby, then the two Audis, Tiger and Wrecked. Knights, Blonde, Molly, Dom and Bourbon. Dom and Bourbon didn't even do laps. Yeah, you wanted to say something as well. I kind of cut you off.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, with Norris, if he did not invalidate that lap he did, would have put him in fourth place. He had a 27,163. That would have put him fourth on the board.
He finished 9th, so 5 places he pretty much lost because of going wide at Stove. Unlucky, I guess. I mean, it's only the sprint.
Fusion's on the way, so he'll be in the main race.
Oh, can he even get?
Let's just hope it puts him in the correct car.
He's in the should be. I mean, the all top, yeah, should be because the all top 4 cars are taken. Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull. The next one is Williams. And is he in the Williams or in the Alpine?
I believe he's in the let's see, lineup. I believe it said he was it's in the Williams. Since both Alpine since
Should be in the Williams.
both Alpines are taken, should be fine.
Yeah. This loading thing takes quite long, jeez.
We're already off. We're off and going.
There we go. Fucking.
I think you're gonna have to restart game.
No, it loaded now. Yeah, it loaded now. Now I'm in here. It's just. I don't. It's taking its time.
It still says you're loading.
No, I mean it. I'm in here, but
yeah,
I don't.
We're off and away, and
I don't have any MFD at the cars. I like blurry as fuck. Can me perhaps get some MFD, please? Soon.
Oh, never mind. It's just the live thing is like really screwed on my end.
Yeah, it's
the live feed's like almost 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's the standard, but I don't have any MFD. I don't have any live timing.
It's not working for you. Oh, that's not
Oh
fun.
my god,
yeah, you are lagging so severely watching it on my phone.
I mean, it's not... The cars are just going this forwards and backwards like really quickly when the car's like close to the camera. Like it's just tweaking. It's like it's blurry.
Yeah, I would say you should just restart. You should just restart the game and come back because it is horrible.
The thing is, I have to Alder 4 love, and then yeah. Well, I guess
we'll be right back.
I mean, I guess you could commentate. It's gonna be like the 1950s radios.
Yeah, that's probably what it'll be then. But I'm currently on board with Josh as he's brawling with both McLarens, Reese and Savage. Reese gets just ahead of Josh, showing himself in the third place. Cookie is leading right now as we're trying to get everything figured out here. And the Red Bulls wind up switching up with Alex Norris going up in the 7th over Shorts at this present time. Savage just trying to keep on
EA
tabs
Sports.
with Josh. Straight mode and overtake enabled. Will any movements be seen there as the Mercedes switch positions again between Gecko and Cookie, as Gecko now takes the lead going into the Vale chicane to finish off the lap. More side-by-side action between both Red Bulls as Will has gotten himself into the penalty box, almost 3 wide. Danny going in on at the Hamilton curve to battle with them 3 wide again as Alex Norris and Danny get past Night Owl in the Ferrari. Oh, Night Owl's just glitching. That's what it was. But Danny really fighting it up with both the Red Bulls here. This is a battle for the last points positions here. They're still side by side. Danny is just not giving an inch at all. He's successful in getting past Shorts, and Night Owl again glitching badly
Can I get an
as he's
get
losing
an
multiple
invite, please?
spots.
Sorry, I have to invite, please, if you can.
I believe I got you. Give me
Yeah.
2 seconds. Now I'm getting stuck.
Sorry, I had to.
There we go.
Thank you.
Invite's on the way.
Yeah, thank you.
And Night Owl's just lost numerous spots because he's being glitched around. Red Bull switching up again between Norris and F1 Shorts. That's for 6th place spot. And Gecko pulling slightly away from his teammate of Gecko. And now, and there we go. We just lost Night Owl. I will get him back. Well, if it'll let me, because it's just being a jackwad. There we go.
Let's see if I will have any live timing. There we go.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I got
Golden?
it. Yeah, we good.
Heck yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Nido's down in 11th, as we see. Evans has lost.
He got
a bit of
disconnected from
place.
the session. I just got him.
Yeah.
Trying to get him back.
So far, the top 5 has stayed the same. We did see that when I was still in here, it had the kind of a lap as Cookie makes a bit of a mistake going slow in Luffield. Seems like he's gone as well, or no, he's lagging as well. No,
Cookie's
he's left.
gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Cookie is gone as well. Unfortunate for Cookie. Yeah, I don't have him.
At least it happened in the sprint than the main.
Yeah, at least that, but still, crucial points are lost for him, unfortunately. But like I said, at least it's the sprint, not the race. In the race, still anything can happen. But for Gecko, it's just the continuation. The momentum continues. His just, I guess, luck and everything else just goes well as Bobby makes a mistake in Stove, or just was off the circuit in Stove, drops to 16th when he was running in P8, P9, close to points being position, as we remember that points are being rewarded just from the top 8 in the sprint. Bobby trying to go around the outside of Evans into turn 3, but there's contact between them. Bobby just tried to squeeze Evans a bit too much, it seems like it. And drops down to 19th now. Night Owl is going to have a bit, well, he probably can just, with 5 laps to go, 4.5 laps to go pretty much, he can just have some bit of fun with overtaking cars, slower cars. And, well, admittedly, slower drivers, unfortunately. Unfortunately, have to admit that. Mostly, they are. Well, they're hindered as well by the cars, but usually, yeah. Reese is close behind Gecko. Is he going to be able to get close? No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to really close in as well. Had a bit more ERS than Gecko, but of course, still, he has few more laps to get that moved on. And of course, sitting in overtake mode really helps with managing your battery. As you can see, that Gecko has like it's going down, but at the end of this, well, kind of twisty straight into turn 3 at 25%, well, has 10% more on average. Race on Gecko. Josh and
Cookie's good to go now.
Evans gets himself as well in the penalty box with 3-second time penalty. Savage has the same sort of ERS problems as Gecko, even though he's in the overtake mode. Just trying to hang in there with Josh as well, sending a few messages that he is there and he wants to overtake. Let's see if he can actually overtake Josh somewhere. I mean, he is in a massive ERS disadvantage, so I don't really expect him to do any moves on Josh. Behind them, there's another pack of cars. Cookie overtakes Danny as he slows down quite a bit to let him through. So Cookie is back up to points paying position in 8th. Back up to the front. Anything? Grease close again, but not wanting to go for a move yet. Back behind the 5 cars. Nothing in here as well. They're just also close. Knights and Redfire switching places. Knights up to 10th. Tiger as well kinda had to defend from Blonde as he had a, well, for a stove, a big snap on the exit. You don't really see snaps on the exit out of stove. If anything, understeer is the bigger factor. Redfire trying to go for a move, and he does go on a move on Knights into Abbey. But now he has no energy.
Alpha second.
And Knights tries to go back up to 10th as I go to the top.
Ooh. Side by side between Savage and Josh.
Yep, Savage is trying to go around the outside into Brooklyn's and then into Cops. He is on the outside. He isn't really there, so Josh stays in front, but the battery has been leveled between Josh and Savage, so Savage can now well, kind of dump the ERS if he wants, and Josh can't really defend as much. Can't just out ERS him because they have the similar amount of battery. No, Reese kind of faking a dive bomb into Stove. Now is he gonna have a run into the chicane?
Collision.
No, it doesn't, as we go back to F1 shorts. Yeah, as I said, I get, well, on a straight, there had to be a collision between, well, F1 shorts and someone. I highly doubt that would be.
Yeah, he was with Penguin and Penguin.
Yep, as the top 4 are battling out for the lead, Gecko and Reese and Savage and Josh are going side by side, the 2 side by side. Gecko still managing to keep his lead as Reese has to defend P2 because Savage is right behind him and is sending it down inside into... I can't remember these quarter names here. But anyways...
Luffield and Brooklyn's.
Yeah. This was fucking Woodcut. This little king. Yeah, Savage is in front of Reese. I mean, he thought... The fuck? Gecko just went off the circuit for the fuck of it, I guess. Josh overtakes Reese just into Maggots and Beckett. But he has a bit less battery, but not that much as I would be expecting. Reese will want to get back in front, but can't really get the line around the outside. So Josh manages to keep us P3 for now, unless Reese is going to go around the outside into the chicane, club chicane, or Vale chicane actually. But can't really get the run there either. So that stays. Cookie, in the meantime, in the back, is up to 5th now, in front of Penguin, who is as well in front of Norris, as a fun fact. Savage is close behind Gecko.
In the corner.
Gecko has a lot more battery.
Well wiggled by Gecko.
Yeah, but he has a lot more battery than Savage. So I think it should be pretty easy to see Gecko managing that P1. I mean, he has 20% more battery than Savage, so I think it should be pretty easy for Gecko to keep it, unless he's gonna be very dumb with the battery, or Savage is gonna do absolute terrorism and he's Loki is gonna take out Gecko for I don't know, just to make it clear, I guess, with between the two Mercedes. As behind the race and Josh goes side by side through Max and Beckett. Josh still in front. Gecko spun! Oh, Gecko spun! In Chapel! All of his own! All of his
Oh
own,
my
I
god!
think! Drops down to 7 now, behind Norris. What a bottle by Gecko! Unless Savage actually hit him in the back. Or pause. Savage wins the sprint out of nowhere. Josh P2, Reese in third, Cookie fourth. With the disconnection, actually gains points on Gecko. Penguin fifth, Norris sixth, Gecko. What on earth happens? And Donny is just crawling to the finish line, just about in front of Night Owl.
Oh, he dumped it on his own.
Did he drop it on his own? That's the question.
It looked like he did.
Yeah, because I mean that's an easy place to just put the boost mode too early and you can actually spin there. I've seen that happen, and especially on bit used tires, that can happen very easily. So maybe just Gecko was a bit too ambitious, or was way too keen to get on that boost mode. I mean, wow, what an ending to the sprints. Savage taking a, well, deserved sprint, unless he took out Gecko, then it's not. Josh and P2, Reese third. Cookie, like I said, gains points, 3 points somehow at the end of this. With the disconnection, Penguin 5th, Norris 6th, Gecko 7th, Norris 8th. Donny ran out of fuel to the line. He could have gotten a point, but he didn't because he ran out of fuel. And Night Owl in 10th. Good recovery from him, but what on earth? What was that? Jeez. Has Gecko said anything? I don't think he has. No.
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything. Ouch! Oh.
Well,
Okay, that hurt. Ow! Oh. I just got up. I kind of slipped, and I just whacked my balls on the corner of a door. Oh.
how the fuck does that? How the fuck?
Don't ask.
How does that happen?
Don't ask.
Okay.
Whacked my balls on the corner of a door. Oh.
Hold on. Sorry, I had to make a clip.
She had to.
Reese is out on hard. What? But
Well, that's odd.
yeah. How?
Said said bad. What?
Like,
Huh?
I'm
I,
just so
I don't
like.
get it. I just get it just said battery and it said combination with the curb. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just a little dumb.
I don't know. I'm still kind of flabbergasted by but that.
did, did you
I was it?
did you see the announcements? The tier
No.
1 announcements.
I know. Wait, that anyone
Anyone
caught? Oh,
anyone
that.
caught doing the pit lane finish will be publicly executed.
Oh, that. Yeah, I did see that. Ay, ay, ay. But I'm just a bit interested. Like, which part? Ah, whatever. No, I'm not gonna do it now. Yeah, Reese out. F1 shots as well out on the circuit on the hards. Bit weird, but okay. Leave them to it. Kinda as weird as Titan hitting his balls on a door, but kinda the same thing.
It's a door to the entertainment center that my TV's on.
DoorDash.
Works in the rain. What was it? Wait, they say, are we gonna be getting another race
Well,
with rain? Not to double check.
I mean,
I might have to double check, honestly.
in Silverstone, it could be a possibility. Gecko to the line first, as he is the first driver to set a time, 1:27.320, and he could stay there for quite some time until Cookie is gonna finish his lap. I mean, I would expect Cookie to be in front of Gecko at the end of this lap, if he finishes, if he doesn't invalidate, since he's on the softs. Fusion as well on the lap, Penguin as well. Dunny finishes his lap on the mediums, 28.942. Norris as well doing his time on the mediums. Tiger on the softs, crossing the line, 28.623, 3 tenths in front of Donny. Norris next to come across the line. Well, he should be easily in front of Tiger, and he is. 27.561, 2.5 tenths behind Gecko, so not bad at all from Norris. Probably the sort of time that he wanted to do. F1 shows in fourth. Not really surprised that he's in now fifth behind Tiger, since he is on the fucking hards. Yeah. Cookie. Did he go into the pits? No, he's finishing his time, his lap, and goes fastest as expected, 26.847. I think that's still slower than what Gecko did in a sprint. By the way, just saying this, I might yawn a bit. That's because I fucking woke up, but after pretty much 1.5 days of only being on a fucking road trip, well, literally just driving through in a car through Sweden. Oh, there he goes. There Titan goes, I guess. I slept for 5 hours and woke up at 5 a.m. So, and it's now 10:47. So, yeah, don't really be surprised if you hear me yawn. Fuck. Aye. There we
All
go.
right, so I got the weather thing. So apparently, it's going to be dry the entire race. It's just there's going to be rain at the 60-minute mark. So apparently,
Mm.
I guess if we get like a whole shitload of safety cars and stuff, then there's going to be rain at the end of the race.
All right, Cadillacs, you got your mission. just do, just do safety cars. Kind of rain at the end of the race with heat.
Oh, okay. I just had to double check with that. And Shorts even elaborated on what happened to Gecko.
Hmm.
Apparently, when he was going through, coming out from Beckett's, he pressed the battery just a tiny bit too early, which meant he got too
Yeah,
greedy on the power and he got dumped off into the gravel.
yeah, kind of was not really surprised. Um, that's a really easy mistake to do,
I'm,
honestly.
basically, Gecko was just a bit premature on firing off his battery. Just a
Mm,
bit too premature on his battery load. He came too early.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, he started deploying his load a bit too early, I guess. Ahem. Ahem.
Exactly. All right.
Mm,
Moving on.
yeah, I'm
I'm
tired.
gonna take a look at Josh. Oh, he's backed off. Josh is
Yeah,
backed off from his lap. I also
yeah,
wanted to
he's
see
back
what Josh
somewhere.
was up to.
Um,
I'll go to Savage. He's just getting his lap started.
Cookie finishing up another time, and he improves his time even further, 26.713, and that's the fastest time that we've seen the whole of qualifying, including sprints, because Gecko did a 26.8, low 26.8, so that's a 10 faster. Gecko out on a second on the softs, so he should be able to challenge him soon. What else with Reese? Yeah, fuck. Ooh, bit dangerous there between Reese and the Alpine. Is that fusion? Or, yeah, that is fusion. Bit aggressive weaving there by fusion. Um, Savage still yet to do a lap, but he's on a lap now, exiting Max and Beckett's. It's 103684 no 649. I'm miscounting numbers already. This is gonna be a long race. This is gonna be a long race. Ay, caramba.
Silverstone, but it's still at a good track. Silverstone's one of my favorites.
Yeah, but
We're fastest. Nice,
ah,
Savage.
yeah. I'm just talking about the fact that uh, just overall I've had a long day in terms of, well, time, because I woke up at 5 a.m. Slept 5
Oh,
hours.
get some coffee. Get some coffee in you. Get some caffeine or some shit.
I don't want to get some caffeine. I want to go. After this, I want to go to sleep. After this race.
Wow.
Bobby 6th. 20, 27, 544. And to be fair, this time
Yeah.
is gonna do some great clips, I guess. Or I don't know. Just some great moments that me being 1/3 conscious. Just
Mm.
saying some random bullshit, and I don't know.
Oh, oh well, people are just wrapping up laps and all that stuff.
Gecko invalidated.
I think I
Again.
probably sent you. I sent it in the main chat, but did you see the little video I put in the main chat about, I guess, a couple of the new regulations that's going to be going into next season's cars?
Uh, the main chat, like the main
Yeah,
main
yeah,
schlab.
cause Yeah, because I put in a video that there's gonna be, I guess there's some regulation changes coming in
Yeah,
for
yeah, there are.
2027, and one of them is that the plank is getting smaller. I think it's like dropping from like 800 millimeters to 600 millimeters. That was one of them.
No idea. The first time that I hear about it. To be fair, I thought you were gonna say about the engine that they're putting. Basically, they're gonna do give
Oh
cars
yeah, instead
more
of 50, it's
more
like
power.
60-40 or some shit. Yeah,
Yeah, by the end of 28, it's gonna be 60-40 split, IC and battery,
nice.
by just increasing the fuel flow rate. Which is, to be fair, kind of smart. They don't. They just have. Yeah, you're just putting more fuel in. You don't have to make a different engine. You just put more fuel in to get a bit more power.
And then replacing critical components. I guess they dropped it by one for this year, and I guess they're now backtracking on it and bringing back that for the from the 25 regs back in 27.
Mm. Of course, we all
Oh,
want like V8s or V10s, but realistically speaking, we have to keep this uh these engines for a bit. Just
Gecko just improved up to second.
yep, but still be behind Cookie. Fortunately, 800s. Yeah, 800s. I mean, like I said, we all want V8s or V10s naturally aspirated, or even like a small battery in there, just like a push to pass, or like the old curse. Well, pretty much the old curse system was pretty much push to pass system kind of thingy. But yeah, like realistically, we still have to stick with these engines for a bit, not for the sake of we still have to stick with these because we have to see how these engines will work as the
Mm-hmm.
development goes. It's mainly due to the fact that, well, these engines are probably contracted to some point, so they can't even change them like that. One, and then two, there is, well, there's R&D for the V8s and V10s. It takes time until the V8 and V10s, specifically for F1, will get developed and tested, so that the fucking engines don't blow up every second, every fucking race. Although these engines still cause problems. More on the electrical side, to be fair. It feels like.
Ain't that the truth?
But yeah, hopefully by 2030 or 2031 we'll get some different engines, because these, yeah, we've seen already. They can they can be thrown into the bin. As we head to the final stages of show qualifying, drivers are coming out with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. The first one to start the lap is actually gonna be Penguin, but then the second driver is gonna be Cookie, who most likely will follow a bit more, honestly. So sorry Penguin, but probably you are not gonna get any screen time, unfortunately. Gecko just coming out the pits now. He should be able to make it to the line. But let's see how his outlap is gonna go. Cookie, let's see how his first sector will go. Is he gonna get any slipstream from the Alpine in front? Very marginal, if anything. Cookie through the first sector, losing a bit of time, 66 thousandths. But of course, this can be just by different energy deployments. How much did he deploy energy in the first sector? Maybe he's trying to save a bit more battery through the second and third sectors, where they are a bit more power hungry sectors. since pretty much from Luffield to Maggot and Beckett you are flat out. Then in here just small lifts into Beckett's bit on the brakes maybe. And then just flat out to Stove, 1.5 tenths faster to his best time Cookie is. So did save up a bit more battery for the second sector, now just using every single battery that he has in the third sector, every single those bit of leftovers that he has. And then on the exit out of the chicane and the final corner, Cookie improves his time to 26.543, extends it to 2.5 tenths in from Gecko, who just starts his final flying lap of qualifying. Let's see, can he match that time at all? Did Penguin improve? No, well, I guess he did not. He is not on a lap anyways. Savage as well starting his final flying lap, it seems like it. Josh the first one to finish, well, truly finish their flying laps as the clock hits 0. Josh to the line, can he improve his time? Yes he does, but stays in 4th, unfortunately behind Williams. Marley finishes in 18th. Bourbon doesn't get a time in. Then the 3 white cars, who the fuck knows who it is. Evans in 10th. Dom stays in 19th. Blonde in 15th. Night Owl crossing the line just behind Josh. 5 thousandths behind Josh. Norris crossing the line, stays in 3rd, doesn't improve his time. Gecko is improving slightly, but 600ths is not enough to get in pole position. Can he find more time through the 3rd sector? He has a bit more battery than Cookie to the line. Does improve, but doesn't improve the position. Stays 2 tenths behind Cookie. Cookie takes pole position unless Savage drops absolute bomber of it from nowhere. No, he doesn't. He stays where he was. Cookie takes pole position for the main race here in Silverstone by 2 tenths. Gecko and P2, so still Mercedes as usual, just dominating. Norris in 3rd. This was probably the lap that he wanted to do in a sprint. Then the 2 Ferraris, Josh and Night Owl, very close. Reese in 6th. A polar bear in Arlington, Texas, in the name of Bobby, is in 7th in the Williams. F1 Shorts in 8th. Then Savage, Donny, Evans, Penguin, Tiger Knights, Fusion, Blonde, Wrecked, I think there was, and then Marley and Bourbon and Dom. Now, those 3 last were not in order. They were not in order. To be fair, there's some bit of delay in my stream, so I can actually quickly see that.
Yeah.
Night Fusion.
I did see. So I did look at Cookie's pole time, which was at 26.541. Compared to last season, the 26 cars, or this pole time, was just about exactly a 1.5 seconds slower than on 25. Because last season, the pole time was done by Raphael with a 25.021.
It just shows how, well, the air is much simpler now, or these cars are not as aerodynamic as the last cars, or the end of the ground effect, but as well, the engines are as well a big factor in here. To be honest, it's quite obvious that you have to lift here, you have to go a bit slower there, so that the battery is gonna get a bit more power, and you have a bit more battery here, this there, yeah. But yeah, the just overall aero, there's less aero because, well, in every single new technical cycle, first it's slower, and then as things develops, it gets faster. It's with everything like that. Where to go? Goon giggle farts. Okay, buddy. Uh, yeah, that was Raphael.
Yeah, yeah. He has like some really weird names.
Yeah. Well, hopefully at least there's chaos, but not like, well, chaos. Action. Let's say it like that. Chaos, maybe not. Like some action that you can at least comprehend a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Gonna be lights out. Now, and go here in the British Grand Prix. Cookie gets off well in front of, staying in front of Gecko. And Gecko is side by side with Norris. Fucking hell, this lag. Cookie is still staying in front. Norris tries to go around the outside of Gecko into turn 3. On the inside of 4, there's a bit of contact between them. Norris gets a good enough exit out of turn 4 and 5 to be in front of Gecko. So Gecko drops down to 3rd. Might drops down to 4th because Josh is trying to go on the inside of Brooklands into Luffield now. Gecko stays in 3rd. So still losing a position on Norris in the first sector. Pretty much the whole top 13 are on mediums, as Norris and Gecko are fighting still for P2. Gecko trying to regain that P2 that he lost in the first sector. A bit of contact between them. Norris going a bit wide in Maggots. And Norris now with no battery in the car is gonna get eaten by Josh. And might get overtaken by Night Owl. Night Owl sending it down inside into Stove. They're still going side by side. But Night Owl is gonna be in front. Yes, he is. Meanwhile, behind the two Red Bulls and McLarens are 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari. What the fuck? McLaren. Red Bull, McLaren, Red Bull, McLaren.
Savage going on the inside against Alex Norris for the 5th spot. Whoa! Extreme slide.
Yep, there was
together there, Savage. Oh, contact again.
Yeah, behind F1 Shorts and Evans, who is having a great start as well from himself as well. He's up to 7th. By the way, Bobby, who started 7th, is all the way down to 18. That we've not seen it. Like, we didn't see him spin or anything. At least I didn't see him spin or anything.
I did. The slide, that slide that Savage had, he had that slide going into Village, and he collected Reese. That's why Reese fell down to 8th place. He lost a couple positions, but Bobby got the worst of it from that slide.
I completely missed that slide because I was on board with Cookie looking back. So, yeah, I definitely missed that as Bobby goes off the circuit in Mags and Beckett's. So a terrible start to his race. Had a great qualifying, but terrible start to the race. Reese trying to go on the inside of Evans. Weirdly, kind of cut Stove. Now he's trying to go around the outside of the chicane. And gets himself in front of Evans. So he's up to 7th. I mean, Evans kind of as well knows his fate that in that Haas he can't really fight against the McLaren. Although Reese doesn't really have that much, well, any battery, so he could have closed in Evans, but didn't. Back up to the bit more up ahead. No, it's all close, but not much happening. Yellows though behind. That's Fusion spinning on the exit out of turn 4. something's going on with him. Might have just spun on his own. Because that's a good place to spin on your own.
Fusion was hanging around the 12th and 13th place positions because he just lost 13th to Knights beforehand.
Could have been as well some stuff there going on between the two, but turn 4 usually like I said, usually a place where cars like to spin with the rear ends going a bit loose. Both
Getting a bit too
options
greedy
are...
on the power in the loop.
The two Mercedes are comfortably in well, not really that comfortably in the lead. Josh is kind of close behind them with the same amount of battery, to be fair, almost exactly the same, roughly. So he is trying to reel them in, but of course the two Mercedes will try to, even though they are fighting for the championship, they will still try to well, make the fight more between the two of them rather than 3, adding Josh to it. Although to be fair, Cookie would like Josh to add some spice to Gecko's race, that's for sure. Savage overtaking Night Owl into Brooklyn's Norris as well, trying to go right on the inside of Night Owl. There's contact between them. Into Woodcote now. Norris is in front, but Night Owl doesn't want to go for it into Cops. So Norris at the moment in 5th, but has 5% battery. He's low on battery. So I would expect Norris to just, well, not tumble down, but he might get overtaken quite easily by Night Owl, who has comfortably more battery. It's just closing. Look at that closing speed on the inside into Stove. Didn't really want to go for that send though, and Norris, because of that, stays in front. I mean, Night Owl could have easily overtaken Norris, in my opinion, there, if he would have committed to ascend into a, not really of a dive bomb, really. It was, well, not a massive dive bomb. It would have been just a regular dive bomb, or just ascend, but could have easily done it, but decided not to. Stays in 6th.
Yeah, but that attack that Alex Norris did right in left field, that was a really good surgical attack. He saw the opportunity right after Savage got past Night Owl and Brooklands, and Norris saw the opportunity and just took it. But yeah, very clever on the defense, despite having that no battery. Norris holding strong in regards to it. Now he's just going to try to reel in Savage here, who is in the 4th place spot, and he's over nearly 2 seconds behind the front 3. So Savage does not have the overtake mode enabled for him.
Yeah, Josh is still close behind the two Mercedes. By the way, fun fact: neither of the Mercedes drivers have overtake mode somehow. I don't know how have they done that, but neither of them have it. So Josh is gonna have a bit of an advantage if it keeps on happening, as he tries to go for a send into the chicane on Gecko. Surprise attack
Very
by
brave.
Josh, and he's up to oversteer on the exit out of the chicane, but a very good surprise attack by Josh, and now he has to close in on Cookie, as behind Night Owl went wide on the exit of the final corner and lost the position to Reese. It's a bit of a mistake from him, I guess. Just well, oversteer for him as well. Like the same happened to his teammate. But with that surprise attack from Josh, the gap now has opened up to 1.2 seconds, and he doesn't really have the ERS advantage, or that big of an ERS advantage to Cookie. I mean, he does have a bit of a one, but the gap is 1.4 seconds, so probably a lap or two later, Gecko might overtake him, because Josh might not have overtake mode, although Josh has closed in, but at what cost? Because he has less battery now. Let's see, is Gecko even gonna try to go for a move on Josh? He has more battery, Gecko. But it seems like he won't have a run unless on the late stage. No, not even on the late stage of the straight. But yet the gap is already back up to 1.5 seconds. So that surprise attack wasn't really that good in the end. I think. Well, Cookie as well just unleashed that. Just went full on push mode on the last lap. And I think with Gecko now having overtake mode should make it easier for him to just overtake just with ease. Nice gets himself at 3 seconds. Wrecked in the pits. The only one who started on the softs. Wrecked was the only one. As now Reese has made a mistake on the exit out of turn 5. It seems like it. Behind him though, Evans and Donny are fighting for 8th. Side by side. But Evans managing to defend himself. But he's in a major disadvantage. Because Donny has almost 50% more battery than Evans. Just because Donny has the overtake mode. He just farmed his way up. And he's now in front of him. No way to defend himself whatsoever. Donny up into P8. Wonderful strategic management by Donny. And now Donny can just easily defend because Evans has no battery whatsoever. Back up in front.
Double side by side.
Norris and Savage are fighting for 4th. But Savage still in front. As one position front, Gecko has overtaken Josh. In the meantime, Night Owl and Reese are close. Behind the back of the pack is as well close with Fusion, Bobby. They have caught up to pretty much the back of the pack with Knight, Bourbon, and the 2 Cadillacs, and Molly. Reese is still close on Night Owl, but maybe at the back of the pack there could be something happening. As Knight goes for a move on Bourbon on the inside, and Knight is up to 16. The Bourbon is trying to go for it on the inside of Luffield, but doesn't get the run. And Knight is up to 16th. Back up in front though, Norris has overtaken Savage and has the same amount of battery. Reese is going for a move. Or is he gonna go for a move on Night Owl? Doesn't go for a move. In the end. Didn't have the run, unfortunately. And stays in 7th, Reese. Yellow's behind, that's it. Yet another Bobby mistake. This time on the exit of Chapel. Gets it back going. I don't think he... well, even if he would have damage...
on track.
Yeah, even if he did have damage, it doesn't really matter because he is out of the race. He decided to... Fuck this. Can't be asked. Probably just gonna go play some EAFC. Which... is not a better game, to be honest. It's the same bullshit. Probably.
EA dump. Ooh, Reese down the inside of Night Owl going into the 6th. Little bump after the pass, and Reese has claimed the 6th spot back. And Savage still trying to keep tabs with Alex Norris, and Gecko, even though he got past Josh a couple laps ago, he's losing even more ground to his teammate. Cookie over 3 seconds ahead. Savage, ooh, tight and through the needle, past Alex Norris just before Maggots.
Yep. Well, Norris is marginally a bit more battery. Norris gonna try to go for another move into Stove. Is he gonna send it? No, he doesn't. Lifts and stays back. Behind them, But F1 Shorts is down in 11th. Completely missed him as he goes
He's not
in.
having fun.
Yeah, he goes into the pits. The first one to truly go into the pits. Well, I mean, of course, Rex has been in the pits, but he started on the softs, so he was pretty much expected to pit really early, and he's on the mediums as well, Rex. So yeah, F1 Shorts going for the hards. So I guess it's pretty clear that he's going for a one-stopper. At least that would be the well, kind of wise decision on lap 10. Penguin doesn't want to go for the move on Evans yet. Probably the pit window has been opened pretty much. Then it just depends when drivers will pit. I mean, the top 7 don't really have to pit yet in the response of F1 Shorts. More like Donny Evans and Penguin would have to, because F1 Shorts was right behind them.
Oh!
What?
Just going into Chapel, Alex Norris nearly lost the rear end. Going into Chapel, and that little evil slap of understeer going into Chapel, that cost him a chance there. But a couple cars are going in. Gecko and not Gecko. Josh and Savage are making their stops.
Yeah, the same with my lobby. Seems like it. Hello?
Yep.
Has your lobby crashed as well, or is it mine
Oh.
only? No. Hello? Oh.
Yeah. You good?
Me? Oh, my internet had a brain fart. Just decided to
Oh.
fuck itself for a second, so I'm out of the lobby. Hopefully the stream is fine still. I mean, it has a bit of a delay, but can you give me an invite?
Oh, you got disconnected?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got.
No.
Yeah. Just
That's why I
decided.
didn't catch it, because I did see that somebody left. I was like, wait, who left? I didn't catch it quick enough.
Thankfully the stream is still up, but yeah, my internet decided to have a brain fart for a quick second, and then the whole I got disconnected from the lobby.
Gecko sped! Gecko sped! That's not good.
Sped.
Gecko goes into the pits with Alex Norris, Reese, Night Owl, and Danny, and Gecko is sped. Now he's got a 10-second. Oh, that's not good.
I thought he spawned.
No,
Okay.
he sped in the pits. Yeah. He was like 2 miles an hour over.
Oh, that's quite a lot, to be honest. 2 miles, that's like 4. Yeah, that's quite a lot. A 10-second per, and he's got no wing on my screen. Like nothing. The whole front end is gone.
It's back again.
No, like he has got absolutely no front end, not even wings. The whole front thing is gone. The tires,
I gotta see this.
The tires are the furthest thing on that car.
I gotta see. This is actually fucking funny.
The whole front wing assembly is gone.
Oh, I see it.
Jesus
Christ. That is funny.
Cookie goes in the pits. Doesn't speed. He clearly made sure to not speed. He went really slow in there, into the pits. Evans and Penguin do the same. Gecko overtakes Blonde. Blonde really just kind of annoying the drivers a bit on those mediums. But Fusion will do the job a bit better since he's on the hot, so he needs to stay out still on those hots to make the one-stopper. Cookie is gonna rejoin. Is gonna rejoin in first. They're side by side, Josh and Cookie. Just Josh is in front of Cookie, so takes the lead of the race for now. But Cookie, with the better tires and with a lot more battery, since he recharged the whole battery in the pits, should be able to easily get past Josh at some point. So yeah, we should see Cookie back up in the lead again. Yeah, Gecko with that 10-second penalty. That is quite fatal.
Hurt him a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him quite a bit in the fight as Josh gets already overtaken by Cookie into Maggots. And Josh will not be able to counterattack because Cookie has got the same amount of battery as Josh, so Cookie takes back the lead that he lost from the pits.
Well, if the race ended now and Fusion had his stop, if the race ended now with the gaps that it is, Gecko's penalty, he will drop down to 8. He'll drop down to 7th. That's currently as of right now.
And of course, remember that Fusion still has to pit. I mean, yeah, that would drop him. Yeah, down to 7th. Okay, yeah, all good.
I'll seeing towards the front here because Josh is still staying with Cookie, but Gecko has gained a lot of ground on him. So with Gecko having that 10-second penalty, more than likely the game plan that Mercedes is going to do is Gecko is going to have to try to get past Josh. Gecko will have to get past Josh and then try to be a rolling barricade just to keep Josh as far back from Cookie as possible and allow Cookie to pull a massive gap. Because also, bear in mind with today, this is attempt number 4 for Cookie to break the record for the most wins in F1. He has the chance tonight. I've been saying it for almost a month now, and he still hasn't materialized it. Can it finally get done tonight?
I mean, so far it's been a bit of a curse for him that he just can't get the win to break that record, and overall just to get the win somewhere. It was either Gecko in Austria being good with a strategy call and just quick as well, and then just maybe some other parts where he was a bit unlucky by the game, by some other stuff that just didn't really go his way, as Reese lagged. But they, like, 1/3 of the cars don't have the whole front, like the whole front wing is gone. Like,
Jesus,
it's Gecko, Norris, Reese,
I'm seeing it
Nidal,
on
Donnie. Well, I think that was it. No, Molly as well, and that's it. It's literally like 1/3, maybe half. Like it's so weird to look at. Yeah, Josh
is gonna be with that. Gonna be outside the 1 second range.
Yeah, unless
he won't have overtake next lap.
Unless he's gonna go really quick into this chicane, and Cookie's gonna go really slow, but seems like he won't get it. Yeah, he didn't get it. So it's gonna be a hard task for Josh to keep in front of Gecko, but he doesn't really need to keep himself in front of Gecko since Gecko has a 10 seconds. So he can kind of let Gecko through. Just make sure that you don't lose 10 seconds to Gecko, which basically don't do a mistake, don't spin. Gecko's already going for it for a move. No, lifts though into Brooklyn's. Still manages to get the move done, but getting it. That was the weirdest overtake that I've seen on this game, where lifting got you a move like that. A dive, ascend as well up the inside. My God. That's the new F1, I guess. With these new Rex. Yeah,
Yep.
Gecko up
And I just took a look at the top 3 for the warnings that they have gotten. Cookie's only got one, got it on lap 4, and then Gecko, aside from the 10-second penalty, he got a warning back on lap 6. Josh doesn't have any yet.
The effect kind of impressive on the circuit, where it's not the easiest, but it's like up there. It's in the half where it's easier to get track limits. So
Yep,
still good from the drivers to not be getting that many penalties. We've truly only seen Marley, Knight, and Bourbon getting penalties for track limits. So we are on lap 17 out of 26, so over halfway through the race. So very good job by the drivers to keep it clean into the track limits. Norris is kind of trying to get himself a possible move on Savage. Had a possible look up the inside of Luffield as Savage went a bit wide. In the end, couldn't get it. Now he's very close behind through Maggots, Beckett's, and then into Chapel. Gets a good exit. Is he gonna go
the
for
opportunity
move?
here.
No, I don't think he's gonna go for it. No, he's not gonna go for it. Stays back. Maybe back to field. F1 short, kind of close to Donny. No, he's not gonna go for it either. Evans and Penguin the same. Maybe. Actually, no. Fusion has brand new mediums compared to Marley 5-lap all hard, so not gonna happen here unless Marley would like use his boost a lot, because Fusion has 0 battery on the straight. Yeah, Cookie has extended the gap to Gecko. So that's good news in terms of how quick Cookie is.
Well, at the bottom of the barrel for the points positions, brawling through the village and the entire loop section, Bryn just got past Torn Penguin to fly himself into 10th place. This will be very nice if Bryn will get himself into the points for the first time, as Savage and Alex Norris are brawling in Maggots, but Savage still keeps Alex Norris back, but for how much longer? At a Chapel, very easy. Ooh.
Aggressive with the moving. Whoa! Norris off the circuit, trying to go for. I don't know where was Norris going in the end there. For a space, as he spins.
Save it, buddy.
Well, that penalty is gonna get removed. Definitely.
Taken off, oh yeah.
Yeah, Savage goes in the pits for whatever reason. But that was very weird, and a bit chaotic between the two. Just was Savage moving quite a lot. But then Norris, instead of going to the inside, he could have easily gone to the inside, but tries to go on the outside where the space is pretty much gonna always... It's gonna go non-existent. Still, what goes there after he had well, that bit of weaving with Savage, who, well, Savage is bit has a bit of well, I don't, not emotional problems, but like keeping his, I guess,
A
anger.
detour?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess.
I was thinking the wrong way entirely, I guess. Yeah, I mean, coming out of Chapel, Alex Norris did go onto the outside, dipped a wheel in the grass, then he psyched off to the right, and then left again, just trying to psych him out. And I do agree. There could be the question: did Savage potentially move more than once for defending? But I just couldn't tell from the angle from where I was watching. I just couldn't tell.
Yeah, me neither. I was on the outside
But I mean, if it does
POV,
get
and
submitted to the stewards, it's up to them.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
This whole thing, of course,
yeah. If it
benefits
does get submitted
Gecko.
to the stewards, that's gonna be up to them, I guess.
But this, of course, whole thing benefits Gecko because now, with Norris and Savage being outside of the 10 seconds, and with Night Owl as well being outside of the 10 seconds, Gecko would only drop down to 4th as of right now, but there is a possibility that he could stay in 3rd, or get himself 3rd, so stay in the podium anyways, just losing 1 position, but better losing 1 position than 4, and losing massive amount of points to your championship rival Cookie, who is leading this race by 3 seconds on Gecko. Yeah, I mean Cookie has, but in the race he has had a very good pace. In the quali he has already shown it, and then in the race just being able to pull a gap and just control it. Hopefully nothing happens to him. Probably something is. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Currently, as it sits, the gap between Reese and Gecko is just exactly 8 seconds. So Gecko will have to pull an extra 2 seconds on Reese in order to basically keep 3rd place. But at the moment, it is not looking to be the case. There's just about 5.5 laps left, and maybe Gecko would increase a bit of a gap on Reese here, because Josh is coming up on him pretty quickly.
Yeah, my fucking internet is going again. The fucking frames are
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
are dropping. I can see just the choppiness of it on my end, on my phone, but at least it's not buffering as it was in Japan, and it's like the end of the race, so at least might do this to the end. But yeah, Dom
Hey, the
getting
good news
himself.
is last week I managed to do 1080p on I managed to do 1080p for Austria because I had a new TV.
Good, very good. Sounded very monotone. So yeah, the gap between Gecko and Reese, it's roughly 9. It's roughly there in the 9-second range, close. 8.5 with 4 laps to go. Gecko still needs to pull a bit of a gap to Reese. In the 4 laps, it's doable, but it's just a question: can he do it? And what the pace is gonna be for Reese and for Gecko in the end. They have the same tires in terms of tire life, so
Interesting choice there. Ooh, that was close. Well, Torn Penguin just got past F1 Shorts, and looks like Bryn's trying to follow suit up against Shorts here. Gets in the back of him at Brooklands in left field, been trying to attack coming out of Brooklands, but Shorts scouts it and keeps the Haas back. Bryn trying again now, this time exiting out of Cobbs, heading towards Maggots, and Bryn is up into 9th.
It's the question now, can he keep it on the straight? F1 Shots has more battery, he is using it, but the answer is Evans is able to keep F1 Shots behind, so he is up to 9 truly, and now he can focus on the battle for 7th, since Penguin and Donny are right in front of him. He just needs to save up a bit more battery so that he could go for a move on Penguin. He still has the laps, he still has time to go for it, and maybe perhaps Penguin and Donny are gonna battle out a bit, and he could try to sneak past both of them at some point and just take advantage of their fighting.
It just took a look towards the front at the front via the intervals board. Gecko is now 9 seconds clear of Reese at this moment and slowly climbing. So Reese has to just be within another second to make sure he stays within that 10-second gap. Gecko just needs to pull an additional second within the next 3.5 laps, and he will secure his 3rd place.
Penguin is close behind Donny. Penguin has roughly 30% more battery than Donny, so it technically should be a somewhat easier time to overtake Donny, but just not able to close in into Stove because Donny still has battery. He still had like that 50-60% battery compared to Penguin, who had 80. So he's still able to defend even though he has 20% battery deficit to the car behind, who has...
I'm thinking Penguin might be biding his time till the last lap.
Yeah, that could be as well a possibility. But then the question is, how long can he keep it as Bryn goes into the back of Penguin? Thankfully, it was a small notch that Penguin was able to save that car, but definitely not really a sight that neither driver want to see. From Bryn, of course, that he spins a car in front of him, and Penguin that he would lose. At this point, definite P9. Then it's just a question: will he be able to keep P8 or P7? Penguin just going off the circuit completely in cobs. Bryn, will he be able to get a move into Maggotts and Beckett? He's trying to kinda be there, but unable to. And Penguin, with that amount of battery, should be able to just easily defend. Yes, he does. Bryn with absolute 0 battery, unable to attack Penguin. Savage has overtaken F1 Shots. So the 3 in front of him now, Donny, Penguin and Evans, who are looking in front to possibly getting P7. They will have to start looking behind because there is Savage on a faster car with way faster tires. So now is the question for them: do they just, for Evans for example, does he just let Savage through and pray that Savage is gonna do something, disturb Penguin and Donny, or does he defend against Savage? That's the question for him. For Donny, it's pretty simple that he just needs to defend.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. And just seeing this, just for a brief moment, just for a few brief moments over the course of this lap, Gecko is 10 seconds clear of Reese, but can he keep it held together so he can secure that 3rd place? Reese just really has to get it done here. Final lap, and Cookie is on point still to go for it and get the record secured.
One more lap for him. And it's really just he has no pressure whatsoever from behind. As Savage tries to go around, he's gonna go around the outside of Evans. He tried to, but he can't. Around the outside of the chicane, gets pushed off. That
Oh!
legally gets pushed off though, as Savage tried to go for a gap that was always gonna close on the outside. Savage, is he gonna go on the inside? Yes, he does go to the inside into turn 3. And is in front of Evans. Will he be able to overtake Penguin, for example? This is going to be a 4-way fight for 7th place. All the way to the finish line. Donny is trying to defend from Penguin into Brooklyn's. Donny is still able to defend as Savage hits the back of Penguin. And around the outside, Savage doesn't get... yep. There was,
what the hell?
That's what I talked about.
Oh my word.
That's what I talked about with Savage, with his short temperament. What I wanted to say, but... Well, I guess to the front, of the back, Cookie breaks the record and wins in Silverstone for Mercedes. And it closes in on Gecko by 10 points to the championship. Crucial 10 points for him, as the last 3 races haven't gone the way for him in terms of that Gecko was able to build such a big gap on him. Josh P2, Gecko 3rd, Reese 4th, Nidal 5th, Norris in 6th, then it's gonna be Donny in 7th. Yeah, Donny in 7th, Bryn in 8th. Jesus Christ. My god.
That's AI for you.
Yeah. F1 Shorts in 9th. Penguin rounds off the points paying positions, and then it's gonna be Tiger, Marley on track, but it's gonna be Blonde in 12th, Molly in 13th, Bourbon in 14th, Fusion 15th, Knight 16th, and Dom in 17th. We could have had a 4-way fight to the end, but Savage. Just nothing really else to add, just Savage. Just typical Savage. You should have seen what he did in GPR. On like the lap 22.
Oh.
I don't know, have you seen it?
I would probably like to see that. I would like to see that.
Essentially, what was it? Like lap 22, it was surely after a safety car. So the pack was bunched up. He essentially just cut the final chicane. That's what I saw. But then he went out on a bit of a rampage on a few people and took out some people. But yeah. Savage is a questionable person. He's quick, but needs to work on his emotions a bit. Quite a lot, actually. Cookie, anyways. Fuck off with your online services. Catches up. Oh, for fuck's sake! 13 points on Gecko after this whole weekend. Josh in with the second most amount of points. But yeah, good race overall. Shame about Savage, but what he's doing, but that's him. Good racing overall, even though it's a bit battery assisted, but or enhanced, but that's how it is. Unfortunately, these days, it is how it is. Yeah, Savage is not having it. Not having it. It seems like. Lol. Um, yeah, that was a race. Hopefully we will get the driver
Oh yeah,
standings and race results from this race on Discord so that I don't
yeah.
have to.
Cookie didn't have the full. Yeah, Cookie didn't have the full part of it for Austria. I
Uh,
I thought he already had it taken care of, but yeah, I'll get that figured out.
alright. So next week is where's the calendar? Is Spa, another classic circuit where um it's battery hungry. Unfortunately, somewhat similar case in like in UK. No sprint this time. Classic race, same as should be, and not a sprint BS. Um, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be a bit more well woken up, I guess, a bit. Not this, not like this tired. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add. Do you have anything else to add, Titan?
I should be golden.
All right. Um, so yeah, see you next week all in Spa. Hopefully with a full grid and hopefully with my internet not having a spasm again. So ciao.